Libra, welcome to your July 2024 message of the month ahead. For those of you who are new to me, hi, my name is Kelly Lunt. I'm an intuitive channel and I love channeling spirit for you, playing with tarot cards, and reading all things psychology. If you would like a personal reading, you could book one in the description down below. If you'd like to come hang out live for free, get high vibe, and receive a free mini read, I go live every Tuesday, 11 a.m. Eastern Time on Instagram and Facebook. Without further ado, Libra, let's see what this month is about for you. Um, so your soul level lesson this month is a lot of personal growth. Um, it's the Death card upright. So that card is just all about that internal self growth. It's like those 180s where you're working so dang hard and you made your $1 million, but then you have an epiphany moment where you're like, oh wait, I can't hustle that hard. I can't sacrifice the time with my family. I need to do it another way. And so, but that switch is harder than you think because there's a lot of your social needs that were met by like coworkers and business partners that you interacted with. Um, there was a lot of you got your sense of significance from getting things done that way. So switching over can feel like an internal death because there is like a how will I get my needs met in the new way? What will the new life look like? Because I can tell you this growth that you're going through is about it's like the previous chapter of your life, you were so focused on making good deals in the sense of like that power that Elon Musk gave me a shout out. Someone famous gave me a shout out. I only work with people who pay 100,000 a year. That's the baseline to work with me. So it was like that I have standards. Um, and come on, give me one more card to help with that one, Spirit. Yeah, and it's like you're just starting to realize that there's more than one way to success, and there's a little bit of you that's tired of like ego boosting, of like playing the game. Um, I used to work in San Francisco, Silicon Valley, and one of the top CEOs that he always picked games and app games and made them like the number one and top selling one. He was just, I'm sick of San Francisco. It's just all about the game. Like I am the top person, but that means everyone else is trying to take me down. And sometimes, they are right, but they can't know that because then they win. Like, guys, it's kind of like you're recognizing that, like, I don't need to be the copywriter for Elon Musk. I need to be a copywriter for clients that I love working with and that pay me very well and that love the work that I produce for them. So it's just almost as if you're being presented, you're either being presented with new opportunities that are making you realize, oh, maybe I don't want to work with like, the prestigious Oxford or UC Berkeley or Yale. Maybe I want to work somewhere where there's a bigger sense of value, of love, of companionship, and time for my personal life. So you either be presented with opportunities, but you're even starting to think that you're like getting tired of like that ego boost. And that's the only words I could put to it, guys. Um, because in terms of, oh, this is interesting. In terms of how this is playing out in like the human level lesson for you, you got the Lovers card upright. So that indicates that you want to place more significance on your love life, on being cared for, on like mainly it looks like you're looking for that feeling of being cared for, and you're kind of realizing that like that old kind of ego boosting lifestyle is that they didn't necessarily care about you, they cared about the value that you provided. And now you're like, I want to care for someone and I want them to care for me. So that's interesting. Give me some comments, Libra. In terms like it looks like in your recent past, it's kind of like played into this. Is you got the Balance card? It's a major arcana card upright. Um, you kind of just started to recognize that like you're tired of showboating. You're tired of like playing that ego power tripping game of always being one step ahead of everyone else, and like you're kind of just tired of that. And you're a little bit tired of how much like the beck and call about people ahead of you that you had to be at. That's why you're really starting to realize like I would just rather 2 or 3 clients who like me, who like my work and pay me well versus being at like the beck and call of the ultra wealthy person who just makes you look really prestigious and really good. So you're just starting to recognize the value and the significance of like peace of mind and comfort and an active like love life that has some permanence into it. So what's going on right now in your current moment? We have too much going on. Two of Earth. Yeah, you have too much going on, and it looks like, let me pull another clarifying card. It looks like right now you just have a lot of moving pieces in your life. You're trying to get your own thing off the ground, but also keep someone else happy who you work for. Um, it looks like you're not ready to give up working for that like powerful person in your life because you like feeling like the boss and you do like the riches that it like brings in. It's funny. It's more like it's more like a this person brings you in like big money, but that big money like trickles in. So that person might bring you one client a year, but it's a high-end client that pays a lot. And it just seems like right now because you have a lot going on, it's just kind of like fuck it, I'm just gonna keep going with this guy. Do you got advice for them though? Oh nope, Spirit says no. It looks like in the near future though. Okay, in the near future, you're gonna be ready for a fresh new start. Yeah, something's gonna happen, guys. I can't tell you if I'm gonna guess it's neutral. It might just be a point where you're like, and that's it. I'm done. Kind of like, what was that movie? Was it The Devil Wears Prada? Where like she was on 24/7 beck and call for the person, but there's one moment where it was like, hold on, I just got in a car accident and you're calling me at the hospital. So she's gonna make that moment where you're like, and I'm done. I'm ready to like be the fool, which is where you like start the new journey. You're like, I don't know everything I need to know to get this journey done, but I know I'm ready to go on it. And the Four of Fire is clarifying it, which is like that the happiness card, and like the happiness on the day to day level of your life. So it's gonna be like, I don't think you fully realize how much stress will just like leave your body as soon as you get out of that person's like vicinity and orbit. In terms of your personal power this month, your personal power this month is Knight of Cups. So that's fully committing to loving action. That's fully committing to, I now want to take action and derive income and money in a way that lights me up, that fuels me, that makes me feel good about myself, that makes me look forward to doing it, that makes me love life. And it's not just about I only work with people who I like because I'm in the position to say yes or no to clients. That's the old ego boosting self. It's more like, universe, I'm ready to work with clients who just think I'm the best copywriter for them and that they love my work. It's just what they need. It gets them the results, what they need. And I get to do my work in my own time. And it just seems I love doing it and enjoy doing it. And it just seems to be just perfect and just right for them. So it's like you're really just going to like, I don't want to say compatibility, but it's like those just right clients who like your work just as it is and it gets them the results they want and they want to pay you the amount that you want to be paid. It's like that full vibrational alignment to that harmony. I want to call it harmony. Your personal power this month is to allow yourself to be in harmony. In terms of outside influences, oh, some of that epiphany that's going to make you be willing to start the new journey, the Fool card I talked about, is you're going to become aware of like the one of the motives that the powerful person in your life had. Um, I mean, it's gonna be an odd analogy, but the best analogy I could think to give you is it's like a 20-year-old girl who doesn't recognize the value of being a 20-year-old girl. So she gets invited to cool places and she's like, "Oh my God, you guys are so nice, ha ha ha." And but then later, like when she's a little bit older, she's like, "Oh, they were inviting me because I was like the social lubrication for the group. They were inviting me because it made the business deals go easier. Like they were there at the table making hundreds of thousands of dollars and I was getting my meal paid for." And so like there's a little bit of you that wasn't recognizing the value that like your youth and your go-getter energy brought to the table. You kind of thought you had to prove yourself to them. Um, and now you're recognizing that, oh, when I went to business meetings with that person, I thought every business meeting I went into was an opportunity for me to get a client and for me to get paid. Sometimes it turned out that way. Sometimes it turned into they actually just got I do have the world's best copywriter coming to meetings with me, and look how go-getter he is and how much he'll get stuff done. It's like you didn't recognize the value of that. And that's what's going to kind of make you realize, like, oh shit, I can do this on my own. Okay, in terms of your hopes or fears for this month, how interesting. This is a both. It's a both a fear and It's both a hope and a fear for you. There's a fear of, but if I leave him, like if I leave working with this powerful person, I may not be able to be happy. There's also a part of you that's, but there must be another way to derive happiness. So you're really at this place of like, there just must be a new way. And I think I talked about this earlier in this video. I may have done it in the other zodiac sign video, but it's, when you've been living life this way, you've been like CEO, VP of sales, and then it's like this company in a smaller city, a little bit less pay, and you're just going to be like director of sales, but you don't have any of that stress, any of that pressure, any of that. We'd be the best of the best. We answer our phone 24/7. You're like, no, come in, hit your sales goals, keep growing the revenue, and here's your very decent paycheck. That's going to be better than you think it is. But when you're here, you don't recognize that a lot of your sense of significance, sense of contribution, sense of value, you're just like, I may never feel that important again. So this is where you just have to go, I really cherish and value my time with that person. I did feel really important and significant, and working with that man, it did give me a sense of I'm worthy, I'm good, I'm competent. I'm gonna take all of that with me, and I'm gonna find a new way, and this less stressful, this more harmony way of living life, where I get to feel important. I get to discover the new way that I'm going to feel important. And I can tell you guys, if you do allow love in, you'll feel important. A lot of like, especially like in the modern Western cities, countries, people are like, what's the point of getting married? What's the point of being in a relationship? I could do it on my own, whether you're a guy or a girl. Um, it's that daily reminder that you're significant, that you're valued, that you're loved, that someone cares about how you slept. So that's going to make you feel important. And then when you can come over and like, I don't know, help them with their plants, help them with a workout plan, and then you get to see them go, oh man, that tip you gave me like really helped. You're going to feel important. So don't worry. You got this, Libra. In terms of your outcome for this month, your outcome for this month is that you're ultimately going to feel disappointed that you're recognizing that you're going to need to move on from like the high powered position. And it's just like all that energy, all that effort I put in, and this is what I got. Was this worth it? It's just that moment where you're like, whoa, I did it. I wouldn't say hit your goal. It's more you've been putting time, energy, and effort into like building a business relationship, collaboration, partnership, and you thought it was going to yield to you, maybe making like 5, 10 million. But you're like, wow, actually all the work, energy, and effort I put into that person, I only made 100,000 a year from them. So it's going to be like a what was it all for kind of moment for you. But it looks like I don't think you're going to find full peace this month. There is going to be a moment of like, well, it did help me feel like I was good enough. I did get significance out of it. It looks like I think you're going to handle it well in the sense that it doesn't look like you're going to lash out at the person, but you're just going to be, hey, I need to explore new things now. Yeah. So this is a big month for you, Libra. Sending all my love to you because that's a lot. Well, give me a thumbs up, give me a subscribe, give me a comment. It's way more fun for me when you guys are engaged. And if you'd like a personal reading, the link to book one is down in the description below. If you would like to just come hang out live, get high vibe, and get a free mini read, I go live every Tuesday, 11 a.m. Eastern Time on my Instagram and Facebook. The link for all of that is also in the description down below. Good luck, Libra.